everybody. Clearing. Okay, so this is going to be a divine masculine check-in. Let's have a look though and see first for both twins, what are the DMs clearing today? What is the energy of the day that they can look at and move through? So thank you, Divine Creator. What can we see for the Divine Masculine Collective? So we got the Five of Wands in the reverse. This is the card of, oh wow. Wow, the card of things falling apart. That was amazing. This is too many people being involved. It is too many external opinions. So there's another layer of shedding. They're not gonna I wanted to drop an F-bomb. No more F's given about what other people think. People pleasing, all of that. There's a new level of it. We also got the Eight of Cups in the reverse and the Ace of Cups. That's a Nine of Cups. So they're going for what they really want. But it's not so cut and dry. They're really technicians of relationships, I just heard. So they're looking at what success would be. Is it letting go of certain people, or is it reinventing the connections through unconditional love? So it's like and I've had this for the Divine Feminines in personal readings today as well, where everybody's sort of sorting through all of the connections and not keeping rights and wrongs, but looking at energy, looking at what is valid to focus on in connections and what needs to be left. So not, forsaking people and telling people to go away for good, not necessarily. Some cases, yes. But seeing, is there anything salvageable? Is there a new way of looking at certain things? Basically letting energies balance out so that there's an appropriate amount of access to the lives of the counterparts. The DMs are very much aware of what is warranted and what isn't warranted, and what is safe to continue forward with and what needs to be completely released. It's like decision-making time with how much internal priority certain people get to have. But also I'm feeling the flip of that, in that certain people have been pushed away unduly that don't need to be viewed as threatening. Marrying the Divine Feminine could be one of those in some cases. Okay, so for the Divine Feminine, what is it that the Divine Feminine Collective is releasing? We get the Six of Coins, the World, and the Ace of Wands. Okay, Six of Coins is reciprocity, it's balance. So being told that's a Divine Feminine hand holding the balance of masculine and feminine polarity here, and seeing that it can just, you can let the gravity of situations do the work. So it's like very Taoist. It's allowing the natural balance to be found. Yeah, interesting. And the World, this is about completing cycles. I'm getting that this is seeing the big picture, this larger hand from above. It's kind of allowing the divine plan, the holistic with the world there, the big picture to be seen rather than getting too caught up sweating the small stuff. And a new passionate beginning for the feminines, that there's a lot of trust in the big picture, in the divine plan, and surrender. There's a lot of surrender for the feminines to get out of their own way and Just be. That's lovely. Good energy. Okay, let's get into the daily Divine Masculine reading. So what is it that the DMs are thinking about these connections? What are they feeling on the heart space? What are they wishing for the connections? What actions are being taken? What is the most challenging thing for the DM polarity at this time? What is the spirit guided solution for that? And where are the connections going? I'm actually going to pull a clarifier and from the After Tarot and get, I just saw the Three of Cups in two of the decks in the reverse. So first off, I'm going to get the After Tarot and have what's going to happen next along with each. But that Three of Cups thing that I just saw in the reverse, it can mean that they're noticing the friendship has fallen away. Possibly because of third-party situations, or if third-party situations apply, they are in the process of removing other sexual options. Oh, it just fell out again. So joy and celebration. I'm going to look through this package. Yeah, justice. That can be legal matters regarding a third so that they can come forward passionately. New beginning, not quite there yet. They are getting divine guidance for it. The transition is underway and they are choosing to come forward to sacred unions and sacred connections. Okay, I'll keep shuffling though. So what can we see, Divine Creator, for what will happen next regarding each of the messages that we're gonna get? Okay, what are the Divine Masculines thinking? Wow, they're tuning into intuition and putting down the ego mind. The King of Swords is the worldly perceptions that's being turned on their head. I just heard that they have been lying to themselves about how intuitive that they've been, and now they're really enjoying dropping into the energetics, the mercy, the humility, the compassion, seeing things through that softer lens and being able to have mercy on self and other, to forgive, to hold compassion. It's like they're getting out of their own way regarding this connection even. What is that doing? My hand grabbed two for clarification. We'll take them. So the new beginning, this is the new way of showing up in the physical. So you will see a different expression from the Divine Masculines. They're going to be much more intuitively guided. They're going to look like they are magical, like they just fluked out, that they got lucky, but there's more to it. They're getting out of their own way and trusting their intuition. This is going to continue the next phase of healing. So it needs to have a practical application in order for it to balance out more in the physical towards union. So I think this is the intermediate phase that we're seeing about the unconditional love in action that the Mars-Venus conjunction heralded. It's like this new level of not being triggered, just being able to go with the flow. It's going to be an embodied action here while the healing completes, because there is joint healing to be had. I just heard some pot smokers laugh at that. But there is a tandem healing process that's coming in here that can only be done in the physical once the energetics have anchored. So we are seeing it coming into the physical, and then new ways of interacting and showing up being evident. Cool. So on the heart space, what can we see? Transformation towards the union energy. So there's this en route progression right now. This is a union card. It's the soul level foundation. It's the platform, the foundation that allows for the love to grow and not be a stranglehold. You know, karmic situations, they mean well. They want to have success. They want to perpetuate the love, but they don't often result that way. So there's a transformation that's being seen, felt, more felt on the heart space, that this new safety, security, grounding, spiritual, energetic foundation is happening. What else can we see for this? Yeah, King of Wands. This is the embodiment of the shaman energy, the compassion, the diplomat under heaven. This is the divine masculine empowerment that, you know, the wands, this is the King of Wands. So once this union within, once the transformation, the death, rebirth energy, once that comes full circle, this foundation is laid, and the King of Wands navigates from that platform on the heart space that is an energetic mastery, that is, again, going with the flow. It's intuitively guided, it's energetic, it is aware, it's conscious. So they are designing this foundation, or channeling this foundation, and gaining confidence in following that inner knowing of being a whole being that doesn't just perform legalistic transactional interactions, but is now divinely guided, intuitively led, and can take action on those things. Oh, wow. What is the wish? To end the burden and go into bliss. Look at how ecstatic this Hierophant is. This is the divine masculine spiritual attribute embodied and ending. I'm thinking that this masculine here is saying, it's that simple, it's that simple, I just need to put the burden down. Well, you have to go through that learning in order to see that as burden and to release it. At certain stages of the soul path, we think that each of these commitments and responsibilities and contracts, we think that they are beneficial, and they are, because they teach us the knowledge of good and evil. They teach us the duality. And so, yes, it's all been worth it. Yes, we can put down the burden. Yes, we've made it. Yes, 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 yes to life, I just heard. That's so cool. What is the guidance? Okay, well, there's the confusion, the overwhelm. So I'm just getting that divine feminine, you're standing here shrouded as this one option, and the masculines seem to be focused on the worldly pursuits, on their foundation riches. They seem to be tempted off in this direction, but I'm getting that they're just a bit busy cleaning up this karmic responsibility that they initiated long ago, and now they've been working on alleviating it and coming into this blissful joy. Don't worry, you glow in the dark, divine feminine. It's just a matter of time before you get to access that connection. What is the action of the masculines? The Queen of Swords now in the reverse, and progress. So they are moving away from, I'm thinking this is strictly feminine energy that has been, I heard, conniving, manipulative, misguided. Again, the divine masculine is releasing this overthinking, over judgmental, indiscriminating King of Swords, and is also finding progress regarding external feminine energy that is up to no good or doesn't have the divine masculine in as a priority, a loving priority. If love isn't a priority regarding the masculine, they're seeing the tricks, the manipulation of karmic feminine energy, or where they've given their power away to control paradigms that come through feminine channels. So we've got the king and queen. It's like dropping into the heart, leaving the ego, leaving the control, leaving the loveless paradigms, and seeking actual understanding and direction out of that. It's intuitively led, coming home to safety. And the 7 of coins in the reverse. So this is immediate. This is now. So some are actually flipping the switch of listening to well-meaning energies outside of themselves and taking the lesson in hand and being supported going forward to invest in other ways. What is the biggest challenge at this time? Page of Pentacles and Knight of Cups. Kindness and self-love. Forgiveness. This translates as forgiveness. What else can we see? Benefit of the doubt. This is the card of reunion. So this is also the inner child healing, but it's also, when we're reading for twin flames, it's about union, unity, coming in together, being playful in the relationship. So the divine masculines are understanding that self-love and kindness are necessary elements for joy and playfulness in a relationship. And they want to just focus on that stuff. They know they weren't given that message as children, and they're trying to rework that damage I just heard. Oh, aren't we all beautiful? What is the spirit-guided solution? To really look at the anxiety as not your fault. Forgive yourself and others. Breathe. Rest. Stop beating yourselves up. Stop telling yourself lies. Be love. Set healthy boundaries. The 7 of Wands is inverted here, saying this is an inside job. Tell yourself the humble truth that everybody didn't know what they were doing. Forgive, unhook, do better. Oh, beautiful. Where is the energy going? Temperance and the eventual destiny. The star in reverse can mean that the gap is closing, that it's happening faster than we know. This is a 22 card. I just heard this is the year of unions. I want to say there's not a finite number of unions. This is the year that the unions roll out en masse. This is a powerful year on the planet Earth, Gaia. And we have reached the enough mastery individually to actually have unions. This cosmic destined plan is rolling out. So beautiful. It's going that way. No way. The sun, the most positive reassurance you can get. I'm going to say it again. Twins will come into union. Those that you thought were your twin that weren't, you will have your true twin come in. You will have your true soulmate, true love come in. But there are twins on this card, so trust. Unions will happen, and they will be better than you can even imagine. They may not come from where you thought they would. That doesn't matter. Allow love. Be receptive. Be love. And keep going. End it there. Many blessings. Bye for now.